Thanksgiving is just one of those real special holidays. I'm reflective this time of year because it's really a time that you should give thanks. I mean, the name just says it all.
It really does.
Mom, I took a dramatic pause and you just...
I'm sorry. I'll sit quietly. I'm going to sit on my hands.
So, as I was saying, Thanksgiving is one of them holidays where you just really sit in a chair.
Yeah.
Moaning is a form of interruption.
No, I was sighing because I just felt like what you were saying was...
Well, you need to sigh silently.
Okay, well, that's not what a sigh is. A sigh makes noise.
Anyways, Thanksgiving is just really about getting together around a table and just being thankful that those Indians were like, hey, you guys, come over here. We just made some turkey and dressing and
corn on the cob
and macaroni, and we want to eat
mashed potatoes and the little cranberry salad that's got like little marshmallows inside it.
Exactly. And the white people were like, hey, Indians, that's real nice of you to say, come on over, and we're gonna. And then they just got together and they talked and just really celebrated America.
That is a very heartwarming story. How long after that did the white people kill the Indians? Was it the next day or was it further down the line?
Well, I think it was the next day. That's why they call it Black Friday.
Oh, good one. Yeah, that makes sense.
They were happy on Thanksgiving and thankful. And then the next morning, they woke up all bloated and full. And, America at that time wasn't used to overeating. So they were scared and thought that the Indians tried to poison them. So they killed them. And that's where it was. I don't know. My computer's been down, so I can't get on Wikipedia.
I hear you, and it's harder to Google. There's more than one choice for Googling now, because you can Google, but you can also, remember when you used to be able to ask Jeeves? Do you remember Jeeves?
I do. I still ask him.
Yeah, I like that so much, because it's just so fancy having a butler go and look stuff up for you. It makes me feel smart and rich at the same time.
I really like, my favorite search engine is Bing. Because it makes me feel like a fairy princess where I'm just like, bing, and it's like, here comes magic.
It is very magical. I like that.
So me and Mom, we're cooking Thanksgiving as we're doing this podcast.
Yep, I just took the pie out of the box, and it has to sit on the counter and defrost for a little while.
It's Mom's frozen. Signature recipe. She makes it every year. Do you want to tell the people how you prepare it?
Well, it's kind of a family secret, but, it's Thanksgiving. Now, I'm not going to kill everybody tomorrow just because I gave you my special pie. But so it's Marie Callender's and it's apple. But here's what I do. I take some cinnamon sugar and I sprinkle it right on the crust while it's so I bake it for a little bit and get it kind of, the crust I would say is smushy. Mm-hmm. And then I just sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on top of it. That's what I do.
That's so funny you said that, because I swear, I thought you took, when you go to Taco Bell and you get those Senna sticks, I thought you crumbled up Senna sticks.
Well, now you're thinking about last Thanksgiving. I was feeling wild and creative. And so I did. I I went to Taco Bell on Wednesday, and they used to have these big bags where it was like $10, $9.99, and you got a bunch of tacos and Cinnasticks and all kinds of things, and a drink that was as big as my head. And so I just saved the Cinnasticks, and that's also how I made that Mexican stuffing last year too. I just crumbled up all of the tacos. I put them inside my NutriBullet, which is my Magic Bullet knockoff, and I made a casserole.
Mother, it was delicious. Like, I remember me and Tess, just like the look on Tess's face, like her eyes got real big, and I was like, someone likes it.
She did. She must have been watching her weight then, because she didn't eat very much of it. I do you remember I caught her feeding it to the dog?
I do. And
Tess.
Which, by the way, I miss that dog so much.
Yeah, it was so strange that it died.
Yeah. But, Tess, we were laying in bed. By the way, for those of you listening, Tess is my wife.
Oh, my gosh. You guys... you are so in love. Like, how long have you been married? It must be like 10 or 12 years or
9 years next month. Yes.
My goodness. It's just, I'm still so in love. Like, you just are always borrowing her clothes still. It's so adorable.
Yeah, that's the best thing, because we're like, our marriage is like, we're best friends.
You're like roommates, like college roommates almost.
Yeah, and that's what they always say, that like if you're really in love, it's just like you're so in sync with them that you're practically just like, you remember that Multiplicity movie with Michael Keaton where he kept copying himself? I'm just a copy of Tess. Like,
you really are.
We have the same sense of style. We love all the same things. And that's the key to a healthy marriage.
Yeah. Just be like your partner.
Yeah, we have the same skin regimen. Mm-hmm. We love to take bubble baths together. Although,
my gosh.
when we get ready for work, we can't be bubble bathing all the time.
Oh, my goodness. You guys are you're an image to look up to for the rest of us poor schleps that just haven't figured it out, right?
One thing I'd like to talk about on this Thanksgiving special. I know it's very personal to you, Mother, but it made me realize what a strong woman you are.
Because I put that table together that nobody else knew how to from IKEA.
Well, yeah, because I had no idea you spoke fluid, like Swedish.
I know. Well, there were pictures too, and mostly it just was kind of intuitive.
Oh, well, no, I'm talking about a couple Thanksgivings ago when you came out to your sister.
Oh, my goodness. That was on Thanksgiving. Now that you say that, I'd forgotten it. My poor dear sister, she is a Homo sapien too, and it was real hard for her to hear. But I think, ever since then, when she calls for the 5 minutes on Christmas Day now, I feel like she has really started to accept that I'm gay. She only asks once or twice if I'm dating anybody that's a man.
Wow. And that just shows you how far we've come as a country, Mother. It just feels great to know that just by saying, hey, I like something different than you guys are still just as close as ever.
We really are, because we were not close at all anyway, so it's still about the same right now.
Now, is Auntie coming for Thanksgiving?
She had something to do on Thanksgiving, so she is not going to make it this year. She said she hopes next year, though, and I said, well, I hope I have a girlfriend next year so you can meet her.
Oh, she is so busy. Mother, why don't we, since I keep reminding people that it's Thanksgiving because it's one of my favorite holidays. And I thought we could talk about some of the traditions we experienced when we were growing up. Remember when Daddy was alive?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I feel like, well, in the Higgins household, traditions are just like a thing that we do every single year. And we do them in a way that reminds us that we haven't done it since the year before.
I love the way you put that, Mother.
It really sums it up real nice and tidy. So one thing we do, I don't know, did you want me to go first?
Yes, no, Mother, I love it because it just warms my heart.
Well, this is a thing probably a lot of families do, but we get a plain rug, like a front door mat, and we have everybody paint their feet before they come inside for Thanksgiving dinner. And then they put their footprints on that mat before they come inside, and then you can write your name on it. It's real hard to write on the rug, though. We have learned that we just have to kind of try to remember where everybody stood, which normally we can, because when we keep forgetting to get a towel so that people don't get footprints all over the inside of the house. So, right. But we have that mat.
It's really sweet because I remember when I was growing up, when I was just a wee little boy, just, the typical little boy, just watching those old movies from the 30s and 40s and seeing all those glamorous women. And I was like, Mother, one day I want to be in Hollywood. And you're like, well, why don't we start taking people's footprints like they do in Hollywood?
Right.
I'll never forget that. You told me that while we were watching Some Like It Hot on on AMC, TBS, one of them stations. And I was like, Mother, that would be great. And I remember I dressed up like Marilyn Monroe, and I was the first one.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. You had that dress, the white dress that she wore in. Oh, my. That was so fun. I like that. And you even remember you put the little mole on your face. And that was so fun.
Do you remember what Dad did? Oh, it was fun. Like, he saw me coming down the stairs. And he went outside for forever. And I was like, Dad, I'm not the real Marilyn Monroe. You don't have to be intimidated. Come back in.
I know, it was like he was just scared. But I think he he left in the car, so he must have gone.
Yeah, he came back with all that spiked eggnog. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was so drunk. Do you remember? That? Remember he? Oh my God! Remember he peed in the cat bowl?
Do, Mother. I laughed.
Oh, it was so terrible, but also just lovely and wonderful at the same time.
Well, and I think that perfectly executes how jolly our household was growing up.
Yes, it does.
Well, me and Tess, we have our little girl, Addie.
Oh, my sweet baby granddaughter.
Oh, she is precious. And so this year for Thanksgiving, we thought we'd start a new tradition. Yeah. And we would go around the table. Actually, you're going to find out anyway. I was going to wait till Thanksgiving Day, but I'm just so excited about how great of an idea this is. But I thought we could, sit around the table, and instead of saying what we're thankful for, we sing it.
Oh, that is going to be so fun. How much time did you allot for each of us? Because I have a lot of things that I'm thankful for, and I'm more thankful if I can sing.
Well, I downloaded one of those rhythm tracks. I got it from YouTube, and it's actually 5.5 hours long. So, as long as you don't go over 5 hours, we should be good.
Oh my God. We could start okay, I'll put the turkey in, because I know Tess, she cannot cook a turkey to save her life.
No.
So.
Do you remember that one year, Mother?
I do, and it was not even cooked, and it was just like a raw piece of terribleness.
Well, in her defense, she had cheated on me that year, so I was mad, and I turned off the oven.
That's right. Well, she was a little bitch, so you had to show her who was boss.
I had to teach her a lesson.
You did, and then you forgave her, and that's amazing, because your heart is as big as the heart of an Indian chief. I hope you know that.
Wow, Mother.
Yeah.
We're having a good time just laughing, and then all of a sudden you just drop some love truth.
Yeah.
And it's always unexpected, but a nice welcome. Like I said, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. And I've been doing some creative writing classes, Mother. Yep.
You didn't even tell me.
Well, I was worried I'm not any good.
That's ridiculous.
Thank you, Mother. My teacher, actually, he was reading over some of my poems that I've written recently.
Yeah.
And he was like, I love how hard you try.
That's really good feedback.
And I was like, thank you, I do try.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest. It can be a strain on a marriage when you're laying in bed in your silk pajamas just trying to compose the prettiest poem you can when your wife is feeling neglected. But I'm like, no, baby, I'm doing this for you.
Yes. You know what? A lot of women don't get like beautiful poems from their husbands because they're always pawing all over them, just trying to, get up their nightgowns. But not you. You're writing sweet words, and that's so much better. And if it takes you 6 months to write that poem, you take 6 months because it's going to be so pretty, and I know your wife will just really appreciate it.
Well, I'm actually working on a really pretty one for Christmas. I should have it done by April.
Oh, good.
I do have this one. I lucked out and finished it because I Googled a bunch of words.
Oh, I'd love that Google. What could you tell me, like a line from it, or maybe the theme or something, just to titillate me?
Well, you know what, Mother? I'm gonna do more than titillate you.
What?
I'm gonna rub you down with the entire poem.
Oh my gosh, this is such a gift. Rub me down.
So this is what I like to call Thanksgiving, the blessed bird. The wind is blowing to the west, indicating a season of happy, thankful people are around the band.
You can read a little faster if you want to. It just feels
it's more dramatic if I take pauses and
It might seem dramatic, but it just feels really slow.
Well, I'm allowing your brain to chew up those words like a savory piece of meat.
Okay, well, I'm starting to take a nap between words.
All right, I'll read it a little faster.
Okay.
Thankful around the band. As the smelly bird of goodness is coming out of the oven, people cheer. Hip, hip, hooray, for Thanksgiving is here. The desserts are on the table. Everyone's salivating hard. They gather their plates, but old Ma says, hey now, turkey first. Dessert can wait. This is my favorite part coming up.
Okay.
Punch, punch, punch. Wait a minute. I don't want no fighting. The little kids just laugh and say, we're talking about fruit punch, Mother. So give a big howdy do to the thankfulness air floating around your heads. Because of all the days to be alive, this is the most thankful one we get. The end. What do you think?
If you were a third grader, I couldn't love you anymore. That was just Those were you just really wrote a lot of words on a paper and then you just read them out really slowly. That was motivational.
Thank you, Mother. It's just, I'm not too humbled to say that. I do have an innocent spirit.
Oh, I know. You're like just like a baby child on the inside.
Thank you, Mother. And actually, gosh, this show is, I don't know. I guess I'm sentimental or what. And I was gonna wait and give it to you at Christmas, but
what?
Let me get my bag out.
Oh my God!
Since you love that poem so much, and I'm so glad you did, I actually typed it out in Microsoft Paint. And I drew some little harvest leaves, and I had it framed.
It's in a frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that.
Merry Christmas, Mother.
Oh, and it's not even Thanksgiving all the way yet, though.
I know, but can you believe it?
I can't believe it because I asked for something very different than this, and then I'm getting this, so it's a big surprise. This is not a diffuser at all.
I know. I can't believe I'm already ahead with my Christmas shopping. This is great.
I know, or earrings, because I wrote you a whole list. Remember that? I just wrote it all out.
Well,
because
I know you wrote all that stuff out, Mother, but like, I know you, and you want something that's from the heart, and that came right out of it came out of my fingers, because,
right.
Well, if you think about it, it's like if you're looking at my body, it came out of the top left region because it came from my brain, and then it went to my eyes so I could see the paper, knew where to write it, and then it traveled down my right arm to my hand and then to my fingers where I picked up the pen and wrote it.
You did. You really did. You wrote it down and you put it in a frame, and you didn't get me the things on my list. So that's good. I got a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful that I have a line of credit so I can go out and buy my own damn gifts, I guess. I mean, because this is, money can't buy this because it's free.
It's true. Mother, money can't buy happiness.
Yep. I mean, the frame, I'm pretty sure this is a frame that I gave you a picture of me in just a few years ago. Is this the same frame that had my picture in it? I got that glamour shot for you.
Well, no, I still have the glamour shot, Mother. It was just accidentally dropped. That's why there's no glass. But the frame was still intact. So I painted it with, you know that paint that they have at, what is it? MJ Designs or whatever it's called, where it's a spray paint. See the sparkles? The sparkles were actually
I see the sparkles.
Yeah, they're actually in the paint. I didn't have to add that. I didn't have to add a second layer. So instead of throwing that frame away, I repurposed it in a loving way to where I paid it forward. Well, Mother, I think it's about time for us to sign off here, but
yeah, I gotta get these potatoes off the stove. They have been boiling for pretty near 2 hours, and they're just starting to fall apart.
I love your mashed potatoes because they're not lumpy, which I love.
Yeah, thank you.
They're almost creamy.
They're almost watery. It's almost like a soup, really.
Oh, I cannot wait. Like my tummy. Can you hear my tummy grumbling, Mother?
Are you rumbly? You're rumbly tumbly. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to cut up some Velveeta cheese right quick, and we'll make a little cheese tray so we have something to eat while we're waiting on everybody to get over here.
I think we should end with us each saying what we're thankful for. You want to go first?
Can we sing it? Because I'd like to sing it. Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
That's your new tradition. All right. I won't be too long.
Okay.
I am thankful for my son. He gave me a picture that was free. I made a whole list, but he didn't give it to me. But I'm thankful for him and Velveeta cheese. There, I did it.
That was beautiful, Mother.
Thank you so much.
All right. I am thankful for the world we live in. And I'm thankful for all the world because we're so cute.
Wow, that was I covered my ears because too much thankfulness was getting in, and I had to shut it down just a little bit.
Well, my heart is full, Mother. You better get a cup and catch my thankfulness.
I'm gonna do that. That sounds gross, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right, well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the parade.